Happy day, CFR family. Hope everyone's having a good one, staying healthy and keeping active. Bringing you another at-home workout. A couple pieces of equipment that you will need today, and I'm going to give you a couple things, different options to modify. If you have a jump rope, we're bringing that out again. If not, I have a great substitution for you. You will also need potentially something to put underneath your head, a towel, or something soft that you can knock your noggin on. And you will also need a whiteboard, a scrap of paper, a Sharpie marker, pencil paper, and a calculator. We're going to be working our minds today as well as our muscles and doing a little mental math. So let's go ahead and get warmed up. Go ahead and grab your ropes. If you don't have a rope, you guys are going to do some jumps for me that look like this. You're going to jump in place and do a double tap on your leg for every rep that you jump up in the air. Okay, we're going to start out with 60 seconds on the rope or with your jumps. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure you're turning through those wrists, bounding off of your toes. Nice and relaxed, shoulders are back. Soft bounces. I'm gazing about 10 feet in front of me on that jump rope. Break up 2 sets as you need to, and you can get back on the rope. We're just increasing our heart rate and starting to warm up the body. Think about painting with a paintbrush in those wrists if you are working on your double unders. 15 more seconds. And 10. Give me a couple more reps. 5, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and put those ropes down to the side. We're going to take it down to the ground. Work on that wrist mobility and stretch them out. You're going to start with your fingers facing forward. Lean your weight forward. I want you to rock back and forth. Shoulders in front of those wrists, and then hips back toward your heels. We got 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, last 1, and 10. Go ahead, turn those fingers around. Fingers are facing towards the knees. Depending on your flexibility and comfort, either you're going to keep your hips higher or go ahead and sit those hips back. Be nice and gentle. We got 10 reps of those rocks again. So hips forward and back. 1, and 2, and 3. Try and keep those palms nice and flat to the ground. And 6. 8, 2 more. Last one. Gently release, both hands together. I want you to give me 3 big circles one way, and 3 big circles the other way. Go ahead, take those fingertips, gently pull toward the backs of your wrists. Pull to your 5, 3, 2, 1. Opposite fingers, gently pull back towards those forearms. 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead, palms up, fingers facing inward. Okay. Same rock forward and back, be nice and gentle. You got 5 forward and back. And then I want you to sit back on those heels and take 5 side to side. Go ahead, release those wrists. Give me 3 big circles. Outside, 3 big circles the other direction. Hands come underneath those shoulders for me in a push-up position. Nice wide base. Go ahead and tuck belly button into spine and 10 scat push-ups. I'm pushing my chest toward the floor and then pressing through the top of my shoulder blades. It's a down and retract, push and retract. That's 3, 4, 5, 5 more, 7, 8, last 2, last 1, and relax, knees down. Go ahead, sit back in a child's pose, head through the window. Hold here 20 seconds. Ten more. Go ahead, walk your hands all the way over to the left. Hold for 5. And through the middle, walk it on over to the side. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come on back to that push-up position for me. You're going to press your head through the window into a downward dog. And then I want you to scoop down and worm through, up into cobra. Push back, head through downward dog. There's 1. We have 10 of these total. Down, scoop, press your toes under, back down into downward dog. Make sure at the top of that cobra pose we're really arching our back, shoulders back. Tuck toes under at the bottom, then toes come back under to press into that downward dog. Five more. Pick chin up nice and tall. Last 3. Last 2. Tuck under, give me 1 more. Good. Hold here. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead, come on out into that T position. Nice and flat. Kick that left leg back. Reach overhead on that left side. Hold 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, and release. On over to the other side. Right side kicks back, and the right arm comes overhead. Awesome. Back to the center, push away, tuck toes under, and walk those hands into those toes. Hang heavy here for 10 seconds. You should feel a nice stretch down the back of those legs. 3, 2, 1, and roll it up. Bring it back down to the floor. Push-up position. We're going to do 10 hand release push-ups. I want you to work your speed off the floor. As I come down to that hand release push-up, I am squeezing my shoulder blades back and taking those hands completely off the ground. There's 1 and 2. Tuck belly button into the spine. Stay tight in that plank. 5 more. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2, last 1, and relax. Knees under, shake it out. Next part that we're going to do is we're going to work on either a handstand kick up, walking into a handstand hold, or a push up. So So we're going to briefly take it back to the wall. If you are proficient in handstand walking, you can work on your kick up out on the floor. Make sure if you're doing this in the living room or the garage, maybe you have a little bit of padding out. For that handstand kick up, your hands are going to come just outside those shoulders. This is not as wide as if you were doing a handstand push-up. We're thinking about stopping our kick before our feet come together. So hands are going to come down, and you work on kick up, one and down. Chin stays slightly tucked, shoulders back, and down in that hold. Show you guys one more. Remember, it's just a kick. We're not yet traveling. If you don't feel comfortable doing that freestanding, you can take it back to a wall. Do be gentle though. Maybe you want to take your shoes off and stop those feet right before you hit. We have 7 more. Five more. See how gentle I am with my toes? One comes up, the next leg follows. Last 5. Three more. Last 2. And last 1. Awesome. Okay. Your next 5 to 10 reps, you're going to walk just a smidge, or you're going to work on that hold or a push-up. If you are still taking it to the wall for that top position, I want you to think about sucking that belly button in nice and tight and these ribs down. What we don't want to see is a banana back with our booties against the wall. Chin should be through. At the top of your rep, I'm pressing the floor away and pointing my toes. No banana backs and booties. Glutes up and squeeze. So that would be 1 rep. If you are doing your holds, you're going to go ahead and do between 5 and 10 of those. If you're wanting to walk, same thing. Give yourself 5 to 10 attempts at your walk. We can also take it down to the ground with just a push-up position if you aren't comfortable getting upside down. We'll do 10 push-ups together or your alternative. Five more. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Hope you all are feeling just as warm as I am. We're going to go ahead and get moving into our workout here in a minute. Grab yourself some water, wipe off that sweat, make sure you have your whiteboard, marker, and calculator handy. Awesome. Welcome back. Hopefully you guys are quickly refreshed, but not too cool. We got something special for you today for today's workout. There's 2 parts to it, but we're going to tackle part 1 first. For max reps, you're going to do 3 sets of movements. We're going to do a 4-minute AMRAP of a gymnastics movement to start. You're going to do either strict handstand push-ups, okay, against a wall, or if you want to work on your strict but aren't super proficient in them, you can grab some padding, do it with some reduced range of motion, or even just a descent on your eccentric only down to the ground. Option 2 would be a push-up. So hands underneath those shoulders, all the way to the ground, up and down. Option 3, you can take those knees to the ground, work on your push-up, or you can also do a hand release push-up. Chest comes down, hands come up, and straight press up. Okay? Make sure you're counting. It's going to be max reps for 4 minutes. From there, we get 1 minute rest. Moving into our second movement on a 3-minute clock. You're going to do either handstand walks in 5-foot increments, or you're going to do a movement called a bear to a downward dog. You're going to start with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees slightly off the ground, toes are tucked. This is my bear position. I'm going to lift through the glutes, activate, head through the window into downward dog, but knees still a little bit bent. I'm going to reset down to my bear, knees slightly hovering off the ground, and head through, okay? That's going to be your bear to downward dog setup for your handstand walks. Once again, we'll rest 1 minute. You should be counting how many reps or how many 5-foot increments you attain. Last will be on a 2-minute running clock. We have our jump rope work. Either jump rope, double unders, single unders, or tap jumps. We talked about those tap jumps in your warm-up. It's a bound. So I'm double tapping on my legs for every bound in the air. Working on my double rhythm, but you can hear that metronome counting in your head. On that 2-minute clock, you're gonna tally your reps again. We'll rest for 5 minutes, and then we'll talk about how we're gonna use all those calculations for the next part of our workout. Are you guys ready to go? Awesome. Okay, part 1, starting on 4 minutes. We're gonna grab the timer. I'm gonna be doing some hand release push-ups today. You choose your option and go ahead and do them along with me. 10 seconds on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to count to myself, just to let you guys know where you are in your time, so that way you don't get messed up with your own count. Shake them out as you need to be. We're already 25 seconds in. Make sure if you are doing push-ups that we're sucking our belly buttons into our spine, staying in a nice tight plank position. Awesome. 50 seconds in, gang. Don't lose that count. Hope you know where you are. Good, 1 minute and 30 in. Over 2 minutes in, gang, you're doing great. If you're doing those hand release push-ups, a great place to rest is on the ground. Remember how we worked on that fast off the floor in our warm-up? Now's the time to use it. Hang in there, guys. 240 in. Whew, sure is really starting to get spicy on those arms. 1 minute to go. It's time to dig deep just a little bit more. .320 on the clock. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. You got 1 minute rest. Quick grab water, write down your total for the first part. If you've got your running clock going, part B is going to be from, or second piece of this on your 3-minute clock is going to be from minutes 5 to 8. We're doing that handstand walk in 5-foot increments or your bear to downward dog. "25 seconds more rest. In 5, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Make sure you're actively pushing the floor away if you're doing those bear to downward dogs. Initiating press through the feet. Activating those glutes. "35 seconds in. Good job, guys. Your quads might start to be feeling spicy too on those bear dogs. 1 minute down. Halfway there. One minute to go. You guys are doing awesome. "40 seconds. "20 more seconds. 15. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. A minute again on your clock. Make sure you write down your reps. After our minute rest, your last part is going to take you through minutes 9 to 11 on your clock. We're taking it to your rope for double unders, singles, or those top jumps. If you're working on the floor in that bear dog, try and keep those quads and legs moving. Hopefully your rope's not as tangled as mine. 2 minutes on the rope is a long time. Make sure we're focusing on your breathing. Make sure you break it up into sets that you can control. Arms nice and relaxed. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Shake it out as you need. Thirty seconds in. Minute to go, gang. Keep breathing, keep jumping. You got 30 more seconds. $15 seconds to go. In 10. Keep jumping, gang. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Go ahead, put down those ropes. Great work, guys. Here we go. First thing, write down that total rep of your jumping movement before you forget. We won't quite talk about part C for today yet, but we now have 3 sets of numbers, okay? Movement 1, your pushing movement. Go ahead, take that number, multiply it by 0.75. That's the first figure you need to know. Movement 2, your handstand walk or bear-to downward dog. Again, multiply by 0.75. That's your second number. Movement 3, multiply by 0.75. That'll be movement number 3 for you, okay? We finished our work at minute 11 on the clock. You're gonna give yourselves 5 minutes total rest. We're gonna pick up again at 16 on the clock for a nice chipper. I'll meet you here back briefly. Grab yourself water, do your calculations, and we'll regroup. Awesome. Hopefully you guys finished your math by now and quick had the opportunity to grab a drink of water. We got about a minute and 15 left on our rest. Part C of this workout. You guys are gonna start out with your 75% calculation of your hand release push-up or the equivalent movement that you did. Second movement is going to be the 75% calculation of your bear to downward dogs or your handstand walks. Third is your jumping movement, okay? Same thing, 75% calculation. In my rounds 1, 2, and 3, I had 67, 55, and 100. So my 4-time chipper will be 50 hand release push-ups, 41 bear to downward dog, finishing off with 75 double unders. You guys got an 11-minute time cap on this workout. It's not a sprint, but maybe just a smidge. Work hard, get through it, and don't work to failure. Be smart with your rest and breaking up those sets. We got 15 seconds. Ready to go, gang? Let me tell you, those arms are feeling pretty spicy. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Keep on through it. Work at your own pace, starting off those hand release push-ups. Good work, gang. Small rest, right back on it. Woo! Breathing, crucial. Back on it, keep going to work. I'm over the halfway mark on my first movement. As you start to get fatigued, continue to pull that belly button into that spine. Stay strong in that prep and that plank. And don't forget, fast off the floor in your push. Last 1 or 2 sets for me. I got 5 more reps in my first movement. Where are you guys at? Woo! Movement 1 done. Moving on. We're 3 minutes into our chipper. Man, those shoulders are really feeling spicy. At the halfway mark of my second movement. You're a little over 4 minutes in. I'm knocking out that last set, movement number 2. Last 5 reps here. Where are you at? Woo! Another movement checked off. Time to get in that jumping movement or on your rope. If you're getting on your rope, your legs are probably a little bit fatigued. Arms as well. I want you to think about taking a bigger jump than you need to. Just start that first set of double unders. Whew. Technical difficulties. Shoelace untied. Hey, does give you a second to catch your breath though. Okay, gang, here we go. Home stretch. And time. If you're still working on that workout, keep going. You got a few more minutes to that time cap. Oh man, great work today, guys. Woo! You might still be finishing up your workout. If you do, you still got about a minute and a half left on that time cap. Don't worry at all. We're right here along with you, cheering you along. How did you do? What did you get? Be sure to log into Wodify and log your scores to tell us what you thought and which of your options you did for that workout. I finished that in 6 minutes and 22 seconds. Let me know what you did. A little bit of core work for you today. Make sure we're grabbing water. Maybe you want to quick grab some protein shake. This is going to be a little bit of a cool down, core and stretching combined. I got 2 movements for you. We're going to do 2 sets together, and if you have extra time, you can do set 3 on your own. Movement 1, we have our bird dog, okay? This is going to be 8 to 10 reps per side. It's a opposite arm, opposite leg reach. So go ahead and start with those hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Nice long reach, flex foot back, and then come back. We're gonna do this first set all on the one side. 3, reach, 4. Make sure we keep those hips nice and square to the ground. Nice long lines as we reach forward. What I don't want to see have happen is this like turn and twist. Long line straight, press through the floor. You got 4 more. Good. Taking that over to the other side. Make sure that weight balance is nice and even in the center. And reach. 8 to 10 reps, opposite side. Make sure you flex that toe as you press back. And 10. Good job. Brief rest. We got about 30 seconds. If you have that padding close by, we're going to take the second movement. It's staying on the ground as well. You're going to come to a side plank position. It's going to be a side plank rotation, 8 to 10 per side again. When I'm in that side plank, I want to keep the shoulders stacked on top of each other. Feet are going to stay somewhat close. If you have any balance issues, you're just going to start one in front of the other. I'm going to reach under, shoulders come toward the ground, and then reach and open nice and tall. Trying to get my hips to turn with me to the ground. Five more. Last 2. Last 1. Good job, gang. Don't forget about that other side. Plank position, elbow under shoulder. Stack those feet if you need to. reach tall, reach under. There's 5 more. Last 2. Last 1. Woo! Feel that burn in those side obliques? Man, that's some good work right there. We got 1 minute rest, and then taking it back to the top. Twenty seconds. Okay, bird dog again. This time, we're gonna alternate reps and work on our weight change. So, hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. 1, 2, long lines. Ten down. Give me 5 more. Last one. Good. Shake it out. 30 seconds rest. Get ready in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, set up that side plank again. 10 reps. Halfway, give me 5 more. One more. Good. Go ahead, flip it on over to the other side. Elbow under that shoulder. Stack the feet. Big reach overhead to start. There's 4. Halfway. Three more. Last 2. Last one. Reach tall. Awesome. Good job, guys. If you have enough time, you're gonna go ahead and knock out one more set for me. If you're ready to jump into your cool down, we're gonna go ahead and do that. If you're gonna tackle set number 3, go ahead, hit pause real quick, knock that out, and then press play and catch us back. The Those of you ready to cool down, I just got 2 easy stretches for you to finish off. Hopefully your heart rate's starting to come down a little bit. We're gonna stay on down at the floor. You're gonna start with that bottom leg underneath, top one crossed over. Go ahead, take your top hand, grab your bottom ankle, and pull that into your bum. Go ahead, start to roll that shoulder back and relax. Opening up those shoulders, taking your free hand, pressing down to the ground. We're gonna hang out here for 30 seconds. Remember that breathing we worked on the other day? I want you to breathe in for 6 through that diaphragm, hold for 2, and breathe out for 8. Go ahead, give me one more set of breath sequences. Breathe in. Hold 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Gently release and unwind. Come on over to the other side. Bottom leg straight to start. Lay on back. Top one bends over. Roll that shoulder back. Hand grabs that ankle. Shoulder rolls back to the ground, pressing on that knee. We're gonna hang it on this side for 30 seconds again, focusing on that breath. I'm gonna do the first one with you. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me one more breath sequence on your own. Awesome. Go ahead and gently unwind. We're gonna stay on our backs. You're gonna take that left ankle, cross it over that right leg. Okay? Reach under that right leg. Take my left elbow, press out on that left knee, gently pulling my leg into my body. I'm gonna relax my head, neck, and spine back. You're gonna feel that stretch to that outer glute, nice and easy. We're gonna hang here for 30 seconds. $15 to go. And 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release. Opposite side, so left leg on the ground, right one crosses over. Right ankle on left knee. Reach behind that left leg. I use my right elbow to press out on that right knee. So again, stretch in this outside glute. Pull gently into your body. Neck relaxed, head on the floor. We're gonna hang here for 30. $15 more seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead, turn over to your side and press yourself out. We're gonna start on that knees, hands interlock behind your back, and then gently pull up, shoulders back. Shin stays nice and relaxed down. Hold 10, 3, 2, 1. Relax and overhead, interlace. Rest nice and strong. Tuck those ribs down for me, pelvis under, 10 seconds. Awesome. Great work today, guys. Awesome job with your fitness. Be sure to drop us a line, post a comment, tag us in your workout, let us know how it's going. Make sure you're hydrated, protein, recovery, carbs. Have a great rest of your day.